My name is Roxana Harwood, and I'm 31 years old.
And my name is Chris Harwood, and I'm 38 years old. We operate and own a motel in Wyoming that is on track to bring in about $412,000 this year. We own and operate the Wheels Motel in Grable, Wyoming. That's in the Bighorn Basin. We're located about 100 miles from the east gate of Yellowstone National Park. Hello, welcome to the Wheels Motel.
Here's my office where I do all of our finance work.
The motel, when we picked it up, was not really operational. The place barely looked open. There was weeds growing through the sidewalk cracks and the driveway.
The water heaters needed to be replaced, the AC units needed to be replaced. It had been 25 years since anything big like that had been upgraded and changed.
Hi, Grandma. Oh, dear.
This is Chris's grandma. She's helping us fold laundry.
Those first 2 years, I estimate that we probably put north of just about $100,000 into simple refurbishment. We see a lot of families based on Yellowstone.
And we have a contract with the railroaders. We got that contract in November of last year. So we have to have 4 rooms available all the time for railroaders. One of our biggest expenses for the motel is supplies, towels, sheets, trash can liners, cleaning supplies.
Utilities are quite heavy. Just between internet, power, that adds up pretty quick.
We have several of these books people have filled with all of their amazing reviews of us. People really enjoy the homey nature of our motel.
So I would say our price ranges time of the year. Middle of the summer, like July, when we're at our busiest, it could be $125 to $145 a room per night. Dead of winter, we're closer to like $75 to $85 a night. We haven't had 2 years in a row here that looked the same. It just depends on what's going on, how people are traveling.
I want you to sit here, Grandma. Okay, I will sit right there.
And we are on track in 2024 to turn a profit this year. It'll be one of our best years yet.
When we were first starting the motel, we were paying ourselves basically nothing.
And now we're able to pay ourselves and make purchases. We bought a camper this year. That was really big on my to-get list, and we were able to pay for it in full. In many ways, our business and personal finances are commingled because we work from our home, but it's also our business. This building we're in right now is our home, but it's connected to 6 more motel rooms.
We're not paying rent, we're not paying a mortgage. We get to kind of save and invest what we make from the motel, which is a huge part of our personal success. The outstanding personal debt we have is our car payment. My father and my grandmother live here. We're currently building her house on our property. We cook 3 meals a day. We do that for essentially 5 people.
He has health insurance through the veterans. We pay for our son's health insurance, and I choose not to have health insurance.
I have certain investments that I add to weekly. So usually I'll do $200 to $300 weekly as a dollar cost average into the markets. I grew up right here in Grable, Wyoming. My father bought this motel from my grandparents, actually. Coming back to this was easy because I built the place with my father. I know the ins and outs.
We did that for about 3 or 4 months before we both got so burnt out on big kid jobs, 9 to 5s, but it was more like 7 to 7.
I had spoken to Rox and I'd said, you know, at some point there's a good chance that my dad simply can't run the motel, and I had some attachment. Granted, I didn't think I'd ever come back here. It was not my dream to come do this again. I did not really enjoy it as a child. It was my grandparents who had called and said, you know, your father can't run the motel anymore, and if we don't want it, there's a good chance it'll go to the bank or be sold. And so Rox said yes. She said she wanted to do it. I was surprised because I didn't expect that. We were kind of just settling into Loveland. We had just had a housewarming party a month prior.
I'd only been to Grable one time before that, so I virtually had no memory of this place. I knew in my heart that this was going to be my path, and it couldn't have been a better choice for me.
We probably spent about 2.5 years of just making balloon mortgage payments on the motel to try to get that number down as close as we could so that I could finish it off with my savings and investment. We've never had employees because we've tried to squeeze every extra dime out of this place in order to get the note paid off and then get the place back to profitability. Even though we work more hours here and we're much more committed to this, it never feels like it isn't our time. And that's probably my favorite aspect, is I don't ever feel really like I'm at work. My goal is to have enough saved by the time I'm 50 so that we can retire from this. I don't see us expanding the motel past the amount of rooms that we offer, but what I do see us doing is refurbishing and modernizing everything and potentially bringing more amenities online. We talk a lot about, potentially selling and going somewhere, but we kind of struggle with the idea of where we would go and what we would do afterwards. I kind of wonder from time to time if this isn't the kind of business that we'll just save to hand over to my son so that he has something in the future.